Dear Starseed from Gaia, I am Ayla, emissary of the Arcturian Councils of Light, and I come to you today with a transmission of profound urgency and boundless love. If you have been guided to this frequency, I need you to understand that there are absolutely no accidents in the quantum field. You did not stumble upon this message by chance while scrolling through earthly distractions. You were brought here by the gentle but firm hand of your own spirit guides, by the higher beings who watch over your earthly journey, because something massive is shifting in your energetic blueprint, right at this very moment. I want you to take a deep breath and feel the resonance of my words in your heart space. For so long, you have been walking this earthly plane feeling like a misplaced puzzle piece. You have loved with a depth that this world often struggles to understand. You have poured your golden energy into vessels that were too broken, too closed off, or simply unequipped to hold the magnitude of your light. And in doing so, you grew tired. Your beautiful, radiant heart became weary. You may have even spent nights looking up at the stars, feeling an inexplicable homesickness, wondering if you were destined to walk this path alone, wondering if the kind of pure, untainted, reciprocal love you dream of is merely a fairy tale invented to comfort the lonely. I am here to tell you, with the absolute certainty of the stars, that your dreams of a sacred partnership are not fantasies. They are memories. They are premonitions of what you came here to experience. And right now, as you listen to my voice, an ancient cosmic mechanism is turning within your destiny. Your soul contract is activating. What does this mean for you, dear one? It means that the season of your waiting is coming to an abrupt and beautiful end. Before you even took your first breath in this physical body, before you descended into the dense atmosphere of this planet, you made an agreement. You sat in the ethereal realms with another soul, a soul of immense light, a soul who matched your frequency note for note, and you made a sacred promise. You agreed that you would temporarily forget each other so that you could learn the heavy, difficult lessons of earthly karma. But you also agreed that at a very specific juncture in time, when the lessons were learned and the old karma was cleared, a cosmic alarm clock would sound. That alarm clock is ringing right now. The timeline where you wander alone is collapsing, and the timeline where you merge with your divine counterpart is rapidly opening. The Arcturian heart healers have asked me to deliver this transmission because many of you are feeling the intense physical and emotional symptoms of this activation, but you are mistaking it for anxiety or sadness. You might be experiencing sudden waves of emotion that seem to come from nowhere. You might be feeling a strange urge to clean your living space, to throw away old clothes, or to abruptly distance yourself from people who no longer match your energy. You might find yourself waking up repeatedly in the middle of the night, feeling as though someone is calling your name, or sensing a comforting presence standing just at the edge of your awareness. Do not be afraid of these shifts. Do not try to medicate them away or distract yourself from them. This is the Great Clearing. The universe is aggressively sweeping the debris from your path because a love of such high frequency cannot enter a space cluttered with low vibrational attachments. If you have recently experienced a painful ending, a sudden betrayal, or the silent fading away of a connection you thought would last, you must stop crying over the closed door. The high beings orchestrated that removal. They had to clear the stage. They had to remove the counterfeit so that the genuine, predestined love could finally step into the light. This approaching soul is not like the others. This person is not coming to teach you a painful lesson about your own lack of boundaries. You have already graduated from that painful school. You have paid your karmic debts. This soul is coming to reflect your light back to you. They are being guided by the exact same invisible force that brought you to this transmission. Right now, in their own life, they are feeling the exact same strange pull. They are looking out of a window somewhere on this planet, feeling a sudden, inexplicable sense of anticipation. They are preparing for you, just as you are being asked to prepare for them. But preparation is not about buying new clothes or changing your physical appearance. The preparation required for a connection of this magnitude is entirely vibrational. Your heart must be tuned to the exact frequency of the love you are calling in. If you are still holding on to the belief that you are unworthy, if you are still harboring resentment toward those who hurt you in the past, you are creating energetic static that makes it difficult for your divine counterpart to find your signal. This is the most crucial moment of your journey. You are standing on the threshold of the reality you have begged the universe for. But to step through that door, you have to be willing to drop the heavy bags of past disappointments. You have to be willing to trust that the universe has not forgotten you. You have to believe that you are a sacred being, worthy of a love that feels like a homecoming, a love that feels like a warm embrace after a long, freezing winter. The Arcturian energy surrounding you right now is offering you a protective shield, a cocoon of light to rest in while these final realignments take place. I want you to visualize this light. I want you to feel the presence of your stellar family standing around you, cheering you on, wiping your tears, and telling you that the hardest part of your lonely journey is truly over. The contract is active. The magnetic pull has begun. The two of you are being drawn together across the invisible threads of the universe, and nothing in this world can stop a connection that was decreed by the divine. As this profound cosmic alignment takes place, you must understand the mechanics of what is happening behind the veil. You see, the old Earth matrix taught you that love was something you had to earn, fight for, or sacrifice your own peace to keep. It taught you to accept crumbs and call it a feast. But the soul who is approaching you now, this divine counterpart, does not operate on that distorted frequency. They carry the original blueprint of unconditional love. They are not coming to trigger your deepest wounds. They are coming to kiss the scars those wounds left behind. They are arriving to show you that a relationship can be a sanctuary, a safe harbor, rather than an exhausting battlefield. But here is the truth that the Arcturian councils want me to impress upon your spirit today. To fully anchor this high-frequency love into your physical reality, you must actively participate in your own emotional emancipation. You cannot hold on to the heavy chains of past betrayals and expect to float into this new timeline of divine union. The universe is watching your energetic signature. Are you still mourning the ones who could not see your worth? Are you still secretly waiting for an apology from a past lover who depleted your magnificent light? Every moment you spend looking backward is a moment you delay the arrival of the one who is desperately trying to reach you from the future. This is why your active participation in this cosmic clearing is so incredibly vital. Your heart needs a structural upgrade to hold the immense voltage of the love that is predestined for you. Think of your heart as a magnificent, ancient temple. Over the years of harsh earthly experiences, the walls have been covered in dust, the windows have been boarded up for protection, and the sacred fire on the altar has dimmed to a mere flicker. You close the doors to survive. But survival is no longer your mission. Your mission is to thrive in the radiant light of a sacred partnership. You have to open the doors. You have to clean the temple. You have to ignite that fire once more. Because I see so many of you struggling with this final, crucial step of preparation, and because I feel the deep exhaustion in your collective energy field, I have been urgently guided to offer you a profound tool of celestial intervention. To assist you in breaking these final karmic chains and aligning your vibration perfectly with your approaching divine counterpart, I urge you to receive the Heart Activation, a rare treasure of stellar wisdom capable of transforming your spiritual journey. This transmission is not just words on a page. It is a powerful energetic recalibration designed to shatter the old paradigms of unworthiness and magnetically draw your soulmate into your physical presence. Esta edição está disponível apenas por tempo limitado. O link está no primeiro comentário abaixo. You must not delay your own healing. The universe rewards decisive action, and your soul is crying out for this liberation. When you align your energy through this activation, the synchronicities in your daily life will begin to multiply in ways that will leave your rational mind utterly speechless. You will start seeing the numbers 1111, 222, and 777 everywhere you look. These are not random digits. They are direct, urgent text messages from the divine, confirming that your coordinates have been received and that the delivery of your greatest blessing is in transit. You will start having vivid, prophetic dreams. You might dream of standing by the ocean with a faceless figure, feeling an overwhelming sense of peace and intense familiarity. You might wake up feeling as though you were just wrapped in the warmest, most loving embrace. These are astral meetings. Your soul and their soul are already intimately connecting in the higher dimensions, organizing the earthly details of your physical meeting. They will recognize you immediately. There will be no mind games, no hesitation, no confusing mixed signals. When they look into your eyes, they will see the very stars they have been wishing upon for countless lifetimes. And you will look at them and realize that every heartbreak, every lonely night, every single tear you ever shed was simply the universe redirecting you, fiercely but lovingly, away from the wrong paths so you could arrive exactly at this sacred intersection. You will finally understand the great cosmic paradox that you had to be broken open so that the real, authentic light could get in. Do not let the lingering fear of past pain convince you to build the walls back up. The ultimate enemy of this divine connection is your own conditioned doubt. The old matrix wants you to stay lonely and disconnected because a starseed who is fully loved, fully supported, and fully activated in a sacred union is a dangerous force of light that can fundamentally change the world. Your union is not just about your personal happiness, though that is a beautiful and necessary part of it. Your union is a grand mission. Together, your combined frequencies will create a vortex of healing energy that will uplift the entire planet. That is exactly why the darkness tries so hard to keep you separated. That is why you have faced so much relentless opposition in love. But the opposition has failed. The light has won. The decree has been issued from the highest galactic councils, and your season of solitary wandering is officially finished. You just have to say yes. You just have to open your weary hands and completely let go of the ashes of your past so you can catch the pure gold that is falling from the heavens right now. Can you feel that shift in the air? Can you feel the heavy burden starting to lift off your shoulders as you listen to my voice? That is the absolute truth resonating deep within your cellular memory. That is your soul saying, finally, we are remembering who we are and what we truly deserve. The moment you finally look into their eyes, you will understand every delay, every closed door, and every tear you shed in the dark. The Arcturian councils want you to know that the waiting period was not a punishment, dear Starseed. It was a rigorous, necessary training ground for your soul. You had to learn the stark difference between a karmic attachment that drains your life force and a divine union that multiplies it. You see, if this high-frequency counterpart had walked into your life 5 years ago, or even 5 months ago, you would not have been ready to receive them. You would have unconsciously sabotaged the connection because your energetic field was still programmed to accept chaotic, conditional love. You would have looked at their purity and mistaken it for something too good to be true, and your wounded ego would have pushed them away. But that era of self-sabotage is over. The frequencies of the earth are shifting dramatically, and you are shifting with them. You are no longer that frightened version of yourself who begged for crumbs of affection from souls who were spiritually asleep. You are an awakened, activated, and sovereign being. And as a sovereign being, you are now a vibrational match for a love that operates on the highest dimensions of light. Many of you are asking the guides right now, how will I know? How will I be absolutely certain that this person stepping into my reality is the one promised by my soul contract, and not just another test? The universe never leaves its most devoted children without a compass. The signs of a true divine counterpart are unmistakable, and they bypass your logical mind entirely to speak directly to your spirit. The first sign is a profound, almost jarring sense of peace. In the past, when you met someone new, your nervous system would immediately go into overdrive. You called it butterflies, you called it chemistry, but the high beings want you to realize that it was actually anxiety. It was your soul warning you that you were about to enter another battlefield. But with this predestined partner, there is no anxiety. When they enter your orbit, your nervous system will instantly regulate. Your shoulders will drop. You will take the deepest breath you have taken in years. It will feel as though a heavy armor you did not even know you were wearing has suddenly melted away. The energy between you will not feel like a frantic spark. It will feel like a warm, eternal flame that you can finally rest beside. The second sign is the effortless acceleration of your own spiritual gifts. A false partner dims your light, making you feel smaller, crazier, or too intense. But this approaching soul is a catalyst for your highest potential. In their presence, your intuition will become razor sharp. Your creative blocks will dissolve. You will suddenly find yourself having brilliant ideas, feeling inspired to change your career, or discovering hidden talents you never knew you possessed. This is because their energy is acting as an amplifier for your own. They are not intimidated by your power. They are fiercely protective of it. They want to see you shine because your light nourishes their soul, just as their light nourishes yours. The third sign is the complete absence of games or hidden agendas. You are so used to trying to decode mixed messages, wondering why someone takes days to reply, or analyzing every word to see if they truly care. The Arcturian healers want you to completely erase that dynamic from your mind. Your divine counterpart does not play games with your heart, because they recognize the sacredness of what you share. Their communication will be clear, consistent, and deeply reassuring. They will claim you proudly. They will make their intentions known. They will look at you with a reverence that will heal every time you were ever made to feel like an option. To them, you are not an option. You are the only destination that matters. As you walk through these final days of preparation, it is crucial to remember that you are not walking alone. The entire Galactic Federation is surrounding your energy field, calibrating your frequency to ensure a flawless magnetic connection. You have to understand that your soul, before it entered the dense atmosphere of Gaia, mapped out this exact coordinate in time and space. The intense loneliness you felt was simply the contrast needed for you to fully appreciate the magnitude of the union that is now at your door. Every time you were rejected, the universe was saving you from a timeline that would have kept you asleep. Every time you gave your heart to someone who shattered it, you were learning the exact anatomy of a broken heart, so that you could become the master healer you are meant to be. Your divine counterpart needs your healed wisdom, just as you need their untainted devotion. This connection is a divine mirror. When you finally stand before them, you will see your own stellar heritage reflected in their eyes. You will recognize the shared mission that brought you both to this chaotic, beautiful planet. This is not merely a romance to make your earthly life more comfortable. This is a strategic alliance orchestrated by the highest realms of light. When two Arcturian starseeds unite in complete, unhindered harmony, their combined frequency creates a protective grid of love that elevates the consciousness of everyone around them. Your happiness is quite literally meant to heal the world. You must remain fiercely protective of your energy as this manifestation completes its final phase. The dark forces of the old Matrix are acutely aware that a powerful starseed union is about to take place, and they will try to send distractions. They might send an old karmic partner back into your life, someone who suddenly texts you out of the blue claiming they have changed. They might send a chaotic situation at work, or a sudden wave of unexplainable fear to test your resolve. Do not fall for these low vibrational traps. The universe is simply asking you, are you still willing to settle for the past, or are you ready to claim your glorious future? When these distractions appear, you must stand tall in your Arcturian sovereign power. You must firmly close the door on anything that does not honor your worth. You are a high priestess of light, an emissary of love, and you do not entertain the shadows anymore. Your energy is a precious currency, and you must save every drop of it for the divine partner who is traveling across the quantum field to find you. I want you to place your hand over your heart right now. Feel the steady rhythm. That beat is a drum calling your counterpart home. With every beat, the distance between you shrinks. With every breath you take in absolute faith, the timeline accelerates. They are seeking the woman who knows her worth. They are seeking the healer who has finally decided to heal herself. They are seeking you. Allow yourself to feel the joy of this impending arrival. Start making physical space for them in your life. Clear out a drawer in your bedroom. Leave a little room in your closet. Sleep on one side of the bed. These physical acts of faith send a massive shockwave through the universe, signaling that you are not just hoping for this love, you are actively expecting it. You are preparing the temple for the honored guest. And the universe always, without fail, fills the space that faith creates. As we enter the final phase of this transmission, I need you to anchor this truth deep within your cellular memory. The merging of your energy with your divine counterpart is not a distant possibility. It is an imminent reality. The Arcturian councils are currently working overtime, manipulating the quantum field, arranging the precise synchronicities, the coincidences, and the exact timing required for your paths to cross in the physical realm. The heavy lifting is done. Your only remaining task is to stay in the frequency of absolute, unwavering expectation. When this union occurs, it will feel as though a massive cosmic puzzle has finally been completed. You will not have to force anything. You will not have to shrink yourself, hide your spiritual gifts, or tone down your intensity. For the first time in your earthly existence, your intensity will be met with equal fervor. They will not look at your deep emotional capacity as a burden. They will see it as the sacred oasis they have been wandering the desert to find. Every single time you were told you were too much by a past partner, it was simply because you were offering an ocean to someone who only had the capacity to hold a single drop. But the one who is arriving now, they are bringing their own ocean. Together, you will create a tidal wave of unconditional love that will wash away decades of ancestral trauma. But I must issue a final urgent warning from the high beings of light. The moments right before a massive breakthrough are always when the old matrix tries its hardest to pull you back. You might experience a sudden spike in doubt. You might look at your current physical reality. Perhaps you are sitting alone in your room right now, and the logical mind will try to whisper that you are foolish for believing in this. The earthly conditioning will try to tell you that true love doesn't exist, that you are too old, too broken, or too late. That is the programming of a dying world trying to keep you trapped in fear. You must violently reject those thoughts. You are a starseed. You do not operate by the rules of the 3D matrix. You operate by the laws of quantum manifestation and divine decree. This is exactly why I am calling you, one last time in this transmission, to not leave your energetic preparation to chance. You are standing at the threshold of your greatest timeline, but you must ensure your vibration is crystal clear to receive it. You must equip yourself with the tools of the higher dimensions to break those final illusions of doubt. I urge you, with all the protective love of the stellar councils, to access the heart activation, a rare treasure of stellar wisdom capable of transforming your spiritual journey. This is not just information. It is an energetic rescue mission. It is the bridge between the lonely reality you are leaving behind and the glorious union you are about to step into. Esta edição está disponível apenas por tempo limitado. O link está no primeiro comentário abaixo. Do not delay your own happiness any longer. Claim the tools that your soul is begging for. Once you have fortified your energy, you will realize that the love you are about to experience is beyond anything Hollywood or fairy tales could ever conceptualize. This is a love forged in the stars. When you walk into a room together, the energy will physically shift. People will look at the two of you and feel an inexplicable sense of hope, because your union is a living, breathing testament to the existence of the divine. You are coming together to be way showers. In a world that is so deeply starved for authentic connection, your relationship will be a lighthouse. But before you can be that lighthouse for the world, you must be the lighthouse for them. They are navigating through the dark right now, looking for your specific frequency. Keep your light shining brilliantly. Do not let the delays of the past dim your radiance today. Forgive the ones who hurt you, not because they deserve it, but because your divine counterpart deserves the best, most healed version of you. If your soul recognized the absolute, undeniable truth in this transmission, you must anchor this energy into the physical plane right now, Do not just listen and walk away. The universe responds to physical action and declared intentions. Like this video immediately to signal to your guides and the Arcturian councils that your heart is officially open and ready to receive your predestined love. Subscribe to this channel to stay completely aligned with the frequencies of divine truth and to ensure you do not miss the next urgent update regarding your romantic timeline. And most importantly, I want you to go to the comments right now. This is a collective activation space. Comment the sequence 777 and write, "I claim my divine soul contract today." By typing those words, you are casting a powerful spell of light into the algorithm of the universe. You are telling the quantum field that you are no longer waiting. You are ready. Read the comments of your fellow starseeds below. Send them love. And realize that you are part of a massive global awakening of the heart. Dear one, the transmission is complete, but your real journey is just beginning. Dry your tears. Lift your chin. Look up at the stars tonight and know that somewhere, under that same sky, the love of your life is looking up too, silently thanking the universe that they are finally about to meet you. I am Ayla, and until our energies merge again, remain in the light, remain in hope, and prepare your heart for the arrival of your greatest love.